think it's like home away from home for him. So I don't have to say much. But GTDC undertook the work of beautification, and it was beautiful. Really, it is beautifully done. But sadly, the toilet is in shambles. All the facilities are virtually crumbling. And there are even people who come there for picnic. They येतात आणि बाटली उडवतात, बाटली फोडतात, and then there is no cleanup operation. So I would invite my colleagues also to come and visit the place. It's a beautiful place. You feel like you are in the forest, suddenly in the middle of a residential area. And when you hear that sound of the water coming, it is like fascination. So I request the Honorable Minister to consider the repairs to be done with all facilities to be restored at this spring as soon as possible. Second part of this is a friend of mine mentioned, which I thought was a little bizarre. Cyprian Gomes from Pomurpa had mentioned that water of the spring could be utilized. And I was thinking, how can it be utilized? But then we have the water which flows out of the spring and it is just getting wasted. So if there can be some collection point in the tank and then you can make utilization of this water, you can sell it. I'm not saying filter it and start drinking it because you'll have to have a filtration plant and many problems, but it can be sold to many places who need for gardening. You understand? I'm not saying that it should be drunk, but at least for gardening, and you can make use of it instead of getting wasted. So this is the second part of this. Then GTDC runs hotels. There's only one hotel which I want to point out. I remember as a child, there was this hotel at Britona. And that Britona hotel now it just can't be seen. The other day when I drove around, I saw buses parked over there, and I think that should be restored because you can get a lot of income generated from that. And it's becoming breeding ground for mosquitoes. Third point is of driving of vehicles on the beaches. This has become very commonplace when especially people who are not from Goa come, they hire a vehicle and drive on the beach as if it's some right of theirs. You know the recent case in Anjuna, which we have seen. We may say that that may be for the police, but you also have tourist police. So I think tourist police also can put a check and stop them from there. Next aspect I want to talk is of heritage tourism. Honorable Speaker, I see that there is nothing which we have so far for this heritage tourism. In my constituency in Aldona and also in Salset, you know, there are very beautiful houses. Some houses are even collapsing, they are crumbling. People are not in a position to maintain those houses. People are abroad and some of them houses are locked. If there can be something which can be done, a scheme or a policy, I'm told that the Kerala one is a very good one. I'm not sure, I'm not making a statement. That I would request to link it with homestays. Now, when I'm saying homestays, I'm saying legally recognized homestays, because there is a big issue where there are illegal premises being operated as tourist destinations. In the tourism report, there is one report called COVID-19 Survival and Revival of Goa's Tourism Industry. This was done by Goa Tourism Department along with KPMG. That is available on the website. That at page 19 shows the 4 categories, because under the Tourist Trade Act, we have got 4 categories of hotels. I will just read this. Category A, it shows 76 registered and 16% are illegal. Category B, 252 registered, 29% illegal. Hotel category C, 715 registered, 43% illegal. Category D, that's the lowest one, is 2784 registered and 64% illegal. Then you have 8-wheelers registered, and this is very interesting, 98% illegal. And the last one is flats and vacation homes, which says nothing registered, 100% illegal. So there are also, which we know, these in gated communities, people are running hotels and restaurants and these accommodations. This is causing inconvenience to a lot of people. People who reside there are buying those places for them to live, not to have disturbance. They want peace. They want to enjoy their swimming pool. They want to enjoy their compound over there. Suddenly they have tourists. Every day, new people coming in. Not only are they inconvenienced, but it is also causing danger to them and to the families, especially the ladies and the girls, because you have every time new people coming. They know your pattern of coming in and going out. You know who's inside, who's outside, and one day you'll be looted, robbed, or maybe somewhere struck outside your gated community. I think the Honorable Minister can look into this and can take action. If you can identify and arrive at these figures of percentages, you definitely know where it's running illegally. And this is a loss of revenue. There is also one more thing which I want to point out, which you may be aware, but you might have not been handling this portfolio before. People are making these bookings for these premises and asking for payments in dollars. You see, if the flat is held by somebody who's staying abroad, he gives you a booking. You go to the website and you can book a flat. The flat can accommodate, or 2 flats they will give for 8 people or 16 people, however they want, or a bungalow. And then they make the payment when somebody is in charge for collecting this. Or online, they give you the option to make a payment. If you're a foreigner, you pay in dollars. If you're not, if you're coming from India, then you will pay online or maybe to the person in Indian rupees. So this is a loss of revenue which we are having because we don't get this income coming into our country. Then one small thing which may not directly be with the tourism department is about, we are doing all these embankments because you're saying that the sand erosion is being caused. Please make a study on that, because sometimes the natural water coming in and going out will cause less erosion than putting these kind of walls, and then it crashes and it goes out. Please look at it, because that scientifically I have seen that something else is there. There is one request I have, is about high mast lights in my constituency. GTDC is also having these. Please, I request you to please review these and make them sure that they are in good state. Touts is another thing which is affecting our tourism. आमगे बस स्टँडार आमचे कदंबा बस स्टँडार पणजे येयले जाल्यार थिंगा आमकां दिसता ते आत दाखयतात तेश कोन पयले फावटी हांव थांबलो म्हाका खबर ना म्हाका चोयलें ना ते वच म्हणपाक लागले जावो जावो मागीर म्हाका कळ्ळें एट आउट मागीर आनी कोणें सांगलें एट आउट म्हणून सो एक आनी फकत भायले नंबर प्लेट पळयले मागीर ते गाडी थांबयतात मागीर रोखडे केस फिक्सिंग करतात ते शाटल्यान वयताय मोटरसायकल घेवन इट इज अ व्हेरी बॅड थिंग एंड आय मेन्शन्ड सम टायम बॅक that when I landed at Delhi airport and I was waiting for my baggage, and the person told me he had very bad experience in Goa at the beach here in North Goa, where somebody came and accosted them, virtually trying to push down somebody or sell some parasailing or something like this, which is not a good thing. And I would only request, even in this belt in Kalangut, Kandoli, you see people standing with boards promoting some disco or casino or something like that, or even some night joint. Let them be officially with their uniforms or whatever. I would say this, because otherwise what is happening, you don't know who is genuine and who is fake. People are collecting money from tourists and they end up landing at the place and saying that you have no booking. Just 2 minutes more. Information technology. Information technology demand number 82. Honorable Minister may also look at it. Your website of ditgoa.gov.in does not itself open. And I have seen that it is a platform which you are giving for e-governance system on a strong network connectivity to build infrastructure to host e-governance applications of various departments throughout secure center. All our panchayats in Aldona constituency, unfortunately, their websites are virtually not working. Or the Pomburpa Olauli Panchayat, which has got its website, it shows last updation on 30th June 2017. Nationala Panchayat has, my McAfee blocked it by saying it's a risky connection. Bastora says the page does not open. Aldona page also doesn't open. And Moira is not opening. Ukasai Palye opens only with a picture of some photographs and nothing more on it. So I would request the IT section just to help the departments, our panchayats, to update their websites. And the last small thing I want to mention is about sports. Demand number 42. Honorable Sports Minister, we have got the Goa Football Development Council. In that, I had asked a start question about the necessity of continuing it. and about financial viability of this GFDC. And it was said that you employ about 87 coaches, 47 ground persons, and many other things. In 2020, posts were created, but unfortunately, people are working there on contract basis from the time of inception. And I think people should not be put out on the road like this. Please fill up those posts, regularize them, because they have been there for so much time. I don't think anybody will have an objection. I know people can go to court about it, but if they've been there for so long, you recognize them, please try to make them